And welcome. Um, Today's going to be very interesting. Um, I've got a conversation about top, middle, bottom of funnel. Most people think it's extraordinary difficult to figure out top, middle, and bottom of funnel, and it's going to take them forever. But in a moment, I'm going to disclose you can figure out top, middle, and bottom of a funnel in 10 seconds or less. So, first, let's retreat and talk about what this means in real life, top, middle, and bottom of funnel. Because one of the keys to take away from what we're going to discuss right now is that you never want to speak in words that are common to you but may not be common to your ideal customer. Even common words that you are like, oh, I learned this in 8th grade. Don't assume that your audience knows what that means. In fact, when we use our no prompt AI sales copywriting software, we're looking to create copy that can be read in the 6th to 8th grade level. Now you might be like, "Oh, I'm a PhD and I've spent so much time writing. I've got 3 books and I don't write down to that level." That's stupid, Mike. And it could be stupid, but if you want to connect with your ideal customer, engage with them, take them through top, middle, and bottom of funnel and make more sales, then let's put the stupidity on the side and go with what works. Data. Data tells the story, and the story is conversion. And this doesn't go for just the internet, going all the way back to print. Any of the great ad specialists will tell you over decades and decades, you have to write in a very conversational 6th to 8th grade way. And getting back to the actual conversation in terms of words, you have to assume that they know nothing in terms of your industry. So a simple example is ROI, right? If you're in the financial business, you learn that in, first day, ROI. Some people don't even know what ROI means. It's return on investment. And some people then we need to spell out, what is return on investment? It means if you invest 10 and you get 12 back, you made 2. So you made 2, but that doesn't tell you your return on your investment. You made 2 on 10. So you made $2 on $10. That's your return on your investment absolute. And then you can take it a step further and say return on your investment, 2 on 10, that's 20%. I made a 20% return on my investment. That's a big jump from just coming out in a video and saying, hey, it's Mike Weiss, and today we're going to talk about ROI and how important it is to your business. 100 people are watching. Let's give it benefit of doubt. 50% know ROI and 50% don't. You lost 50%. You alienated 50%. So this is crucial. It's very important when it comes to sales copy or training like we're doing right now. So going back to top, middle, bottom of funnel, it would be obnoxious of me to assume that you, a wide audience, knows what is top, middle, and bottom of funnel. So let's break it down. And then we'll relate to how to create top, middle, and bottom of funnel content. So we take something that's complex and under 10 seconds, you can figure it out. That's the promise of today's training. So top, middle, and bottom of funnel refers to a stage of a relationship. Think of it as, from a dating perspective, first date, across the 3-month barrier where everything is perfect. You start to see each other's faults, and you start to figure out, okay, is there something here? Top, that's middle, and bottom of funnel is getting engaged or getting married. So those are distinct stages of dating. The beginning part, which is the easy part, oh my God, just smitten with infatuation, and you overlook and oversee all the things that really subconsciously are bothering you. Then you've been there long enough, and all of a sudden the little things that you didn't even notice are like poking you. And you're like, okay, now what's all this about? And there's a period of time that you're going to be in the middle of the funnel, experiencing this, each other, and to determine, okay, is there something beyond and something deeper? And there's a reason to take it to the next level, which is the bottom of the funnel. Top, middle, bottom. It's stages in a relationship. So back to, let's talk about online marketing, because that's what we're doing. Online marketing. Think to yourself, what would be top of funnel? Think to yourself, what would be middle of funnel? Think to yourself, what would be bottom of funnel? So let's break that down and answer those questions. Top of funnel would be any activity where someone is learning about you for the very first time. So top of funnel experiences and activity are someone's going to see you in an ad. Someone's going to see you on a podcast. Someone's going to read potentially a blog. Someone's going to see something that you were quoted in. Someone's going to read an excerpt of maybe one of your books in a review. Someone's going to see you as you're a speaker at an event. Someone's going to see a landing page that you're offering something. So all these things, all your LinkedIn content, the distribution, anyone that's never met me before is like, okay, who's this spread love guy? And if they come here, they're going to be like, okay, top of funnel, this is Mike. And then that's the beginning of the experience. This is the stage of relationship is stage one. The interest is peaked. The key now is in any of those activities, ads, SEO, blogs, podcasts, anything that you're doing, email marketing, you are looking to be able to understand, first of all, who those people are, right? Because if there's a wide swath of people from, 12 years old to 112 years old that are experiencing you at the top of the funnel, however that happens, building that relationship becomes very hard because each of those people and each of those decades of people are very different. So everything starts with understanding your ideal customer. It's crucial. And that's why our no prompt software goes deep into ideal customer, who they are, where they're stuck, pain points. Because without that, it becomes very difficult to connect to people. So let's assume that you have a tight ideal customer and they're finding you for the first time. This is top of funnel. Then what you want to be able to do is get them to take the next activity and move into the top middle of your funnel, which is where you're actually going to exchange information and knowledge with them. Now, our position, and there's many different ways to do this around the world, and there's many different ways that people are teaching this, but our position is we love stepping into the world of thought leadership. And by the way, everyone can be a thought leader. The difference between a subject matter expert and a thought leader is eyeballs on you. I always do this. If you've been doing something for 20 years and you've got specialized knowledge, you're a subject matter expert because anyone that's been doing it 5 or 10 years can learn from you. But the difference between subject matter expert and thought leader is that not enough people know about you. And you haven't placed yourself in that category from a thought leadership perspective. The easiest way to do it, teach. That's it. You start teaching. So when you talk about top, people seeing you and then moving them into, know, like, and trust, and indoctrinating them in terms of what you do, the teaching. This is the teaching mode, the horizontal column. That's what you do. You teach. So we have a proprietary formula we built called PEXR squared, problem, empathy, cost of an action, solution, result, as a teaching model. And then, of course, anything you do from a social media perspective, a email drip long-term, short-term nurture sequence, a PDF, ebook, a video training series, a a webinar. All these activities are what we would call the middle of the funnel. So the top of the funnel is going to be the things that you're doing to get eyeballs, to get people to first notice you. So we mentioned that. That's your ads and any of the activities at the very top. The middle is, okay, let's move them down so they begin to get indoctrinated and know us. And if you can build know, like, and trust while you're doing it, that's amazing. That's why we absolutely love LinkedIn, because it's eyeball to eyeball right now. You get not only to say, okay, Mike knows his stuff, but you decide, do you like me? And one of my dear friends and great client, and just a gentleman I've known for over a decade, Dov Barron, his thing that he shared with us in our mastermind, which is incredible, is you want to build a narrow fence. You don't want a wide fence, a narrow fence. So when people see you and they go at the top of the funnel, they don't know you enough to determine know, like, and trust, or they know their shit. So as you move them into middle of the funnel, and you're using stuff like video and any of the live trainings, master classes, webinars, where they get to experience you, then the narrow fence is either they go to like you, or they don't like you. That's it. That's the narrow fence. It's very small at the top. No one's sitting on the fence. And so this is a unique concept, because we don't want to nurture a list of people that don't, or are on the fence, if they like us or not. Why would we want that? We get to be ourselves, which is super important in every aspect of what you're doing, is being transparent and showing up as yourself, because this is who they're going to get to know, like, and trust. And as you move them from top to middle, and then to bottom of funnel, which is the activity where you get to meet them, either to coach them, consult them, sell them, bring them in as a customer, whatever that is. When they show up and you show up, they're expecting you to be who they know, like, and trust and see. So if you're trying to be all stuffy and not yourself, because you don't feel comfortable being yourself on camera, when they show up, it's going to be quite obvious. Like, it's a little like, really, this is you? And that causes basically friction. Don't do it. Just be yourself, because there's millions of potential clients for all of us. And if you're yourself, your energy, your smile, your accent, maybe you curse or you don't curse, the way you convey information, the way you move your hands, this all is going to determine whether somebody in a narrow fence is like, wow, this person I know, like, and trust, and they know their shit, or this person's weird. And we want to basically disqualify the people that aren't qualified and don't like us, because why would we even want them in our world? So the top middle of the funnel is the activities that are going to build the know, like, and trust, and indoctrinate them, educate them. This is where you get to educate them. Most of the clients that we work with, and most of the clients that are in the coaching and consulting and the service-based business, and even high-tech SaaS offerings, most everyone gets on a call. And during that call, it's what I call educate to sell, because you have a unique way of doing something or creating something, or your software does something unique. So when you get on to do that demo or the consultative sales call, you're educating them. And you might notice, if this is true, if you are frequently doing this over and over again in a sales call, that's educate to sell. Well, guess what? In the middle of the funnel, you can actually break down all the components of what you're doing and just use those as segments to teach. So as people get to know, like, and trust you, and then they keep consuming more of your information, when they get on a call with you, the number one thing they can say is that, I've been watching your stuff and I love what you do. And by the way, that Pexar Squared stuff is genius. So think about that as a first call versus, yeah, I booked a call with you. I don't know what it's about. You got 5 minutes. What do you want to sell me? That's a big difference. So using our ability and our understanding of top, middle, and bottom of funnel and the technology available to bring people in a systematic way through there, an automatic way through there, now creates a bigger list of more engaged and better prospects. And that's really the key to building your business. And then the bottom of the funnel is what you would do. That would be your enrollment or your sales activity. So it might be a selling webinar where you're selling someone into a $2,000 product. It might be the activity necessary to take someone and book a 30-minute or 60-minute strategy session. It might be at that point an order form, but those are the bottom rung. That's the bottom of the activity. Now, what's very unique is that inside of everything I've mentioned, you need sales copy. And that's always been a burden. And thanks to our no prompt sales copy and strategy and our technology, we can clearly disseminate between top, middle, and bottom of funnel and create the pieces necessary to move people down and through that experience. Now, I want to bring this up because it's really something that I'm passionate about now, which is everyone has heard of SaaS, which is SaaS software as a service. And you might have a bunch of SaaS softwares, Calendly, Infusionsoft, MailChimp, your website, SaaS software. I mean, there's Wistia, Vimeo, SaaS. So we end up as business owners and executives and thought leaders with a lot of different of these SaaS softwares, and they're fine. But by nature, we suck at technology. And so most likely we're either using only a fraction of the functionality or not even using it and just paying monthly. RAS, or results as a service, is the next level, and it allows us to adapt and utilize AI agents. And the key here is to find a company that is going to focus on results as a service, which means the software, the strategy, and the service bundled. That is going to equal the results. And that's how you get results as a service. So it's just an extraordinarily exciting time we're in, this is as powerful as the invention of the internet right now with AI. And we've got opportunities to just excel, shortcut, be better, and actually take what normally would have taken, months and even years and tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars to collapse time, do it faster, quicker, and better, actually take back control on our own. So, got questions? Put them below. You want to understand and find out more about this no prompt software, which is basically we can write over 60 different types of software, sales copy with no prompting, which is the next level. I'm not going to go into that right now, but if you're interested in learning about that more, put it in the comments below. Great to see you.